Dr. Shira Yashphe, co-founder of Dogs and Heroes. Dr. Yashphe, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I
Sorry
understand.
for the setting.
No, that's fine. In fact, I was just about to let viewers know, I understand you're in a very active situation that you can even still possibly hear alarms in the background.
We just had one 2 minutes ago. That's why I had to run, and I wasn't sure I'll even make the interview. Yeah, we're in the shelter.
Well, Dr. Yashphe, I want to make the most of your time, and once again, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us why this mission is so important? Can you take us back to October 7th? And you can see what's happening to your country at the hands of Hamas. At that time, at that day, you said, you know what, we need to do something because we can see that a part of people's families is suffering, is missing.
Yeah, so I think always the sentence "take me back to October 7th" is the hard one, so I'll take a second. But basically what happened is that on October 7th, we all woke up, right? It started 6:30 a.m. We woke up from phone calls of family, friends. For me, it was my mother saying something is happening. It wasn't clear for us yet what was happening and how we're going to react. But me and a couple of friends started talking, and I'm a veterinary doctor. Others are, animal lovers, and they have their own pets. And we realized that probably animals would have their needs related to this. At the beginning, we thought we were just going to, from our apartments in Tel Aviv, do a few calls to make sure that people that are going into the reserves or fleeing their homes would have a dog, a foster care for their dog. But then we realized very quickly, within like 48 hours, that we need to go down south, start an operation room right outside of the war area, the attacked area, and start to extract dogs actively from there, alongside missions to extract humans outside of that area. So yeah, it was a very spontaneous activity by me and my friends.
And Dr. Yashphe, even when you're doing this, you're realizing that, wow, it's more than just dogs, it's also cats. We need to, in some instances, render medical assistance and then also try to de-stress some of these animals, yes?
Right, and the interesting part is the cat, because basically I was the only veterinarian on our kind of friends group. So I naturally went into the thinking of how are we going to attend to all the medical situations that we're going to see with these animals. I was expecting in that operations room that we created, again, within maybe 48, 72 hours, I called all my veterinary friends and everything. We actually created there like a field hospital for animals. And we were expecting to see a lot of injuries and a lot of animals in very bad conditions. We were very surprised to see that there were none, or there were maybe 5% were injured. It took me a while, but after 5, 6 days, I realized that it's a bias, that there were many, many, many animals shot, and the ones that had really bad injuries, our teams weren't able to find them because they were hiding, etc., because my teams were under fire, active fire. So we got the ones that were in good health. So it was a bit of a bias. Yeah, and we're now seeing a few of the very injured ones that need surgeries and stuff that survived a couple of weeks hidden, and finally we can get to them.
Dr. Yashphe, there are a number of needs right now in the area because we know that there are so many different things happening all at once. I know that you want attention on the program. You're in control of rescue missions for this newly created organization. What do you want people at home to know, and what can people do?
I think messages to the world right now, I have many, but if I'll keep it to the dogs and cats, I would say that it's just important to understand that the 7th of October, which actually was 7, 8, 9, right? It was an ongoing horror story, did not end for us. It's one long, horrible day. And also for these animals, some are still in hiding, right, and waiting for us, need long-term support. Now, under all the operations room together, rescued around 900,000 animals, just pets, not even the goats and everything. So now under our specific care, we have about 400 of those, and they need support because the families are either murdered or kidnapped. We're now doing investigations to figure out, how to understand even whose family is whose dog, because not all of them were microchipped. So I think we just need people's support to understand that there's now a crisis here, obviously humanitarian and also in the animal level, and that this is an ongoing it's an ongoing situation. We're in the trauma still, trying to pick up the pieces, and pieces keep breaking.
Dr. Shira Yashphe, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. We will follow up with you again and continue the good work that you're doing. Our prayers are definitely with you and everyone working to keep everyone safe. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.